for this next question, I'm just going to give it a little context because I'm a 90s baby.
Yeah.
But I actually grew up with sort of the 2000s hip hop, and that was very flashy, very flamboyant, and everything. And you know, just everybody was looking at Casper's Instagram.
Yeah.
And the whole car,
Yeah.
the infamous car. And then on the other side in Cape Town, you had AKA, you know, giving a scholarship away.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were asking, you know, what is SA hip hop? Are we gonna take the lead, you know, from American hip hop? We're gonna be about flash, or we're just gonna be about giving back? I see you got your shades on, got the chain on, you know. So I mean, but what is your perspective on that? Do you you know, what do you think is the culture right now? Because we live in a very, we have a lot of have-nots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think there's always an aspirational element to hip hop because you idolize and you look at the car and you look at the dress and you know and the watch and whatever the case is, and people aspire towards that. I don't think that's something that would go away or something that should go away. Aspiration and wanting to better yourself or better your situation, that's a good thing. And if hip hop music does that, then cool. I think there is, and it depends on you and the brand. And I look at like a Coolie channel, positioned as humble, Math Town, about his family, you know, good guy. Everyone knows. You won't find somebody saying, Coolie's an asshole. Never. You know what I mean? You don't find that because he's not that type of person. And that's what he is. I think on a personal level, it's not a front, and that's what his brand embodies, you know, on top of the talent and the accolades and that sort of stuff. Then you look at a Keenan who's like, I'm an asshole and I'm straight up about it. If you don't like me, I don't care.
Yeah.
And people like that too. And people who like Coolie also like him.
Yeah.
But they'll treat situations and scenarios differently. But again, I think it's the authenticity with which he comes out of it. He's like, I'm not perfect. Yeah, and I have my opinion and I'm strong in it, and that's what got me here, and that's who I am. Take it or leave it. If you don't, there's an unfollow button on my Twitter. Nobody forced you. So yeah, man, I think there's various different aspects. I think giving back is something really, really dope. That scholarship was a really, really good move. Like I find when I get inboxes on Facebook, on email, or whatever the case is, people don't have a clue about this industry and what it takes. Dude has a hot single and he's like, yo, I'm just trying to break in, you know, get onto the top 40 chart. I'm like, dog, do you understand? There's so much more than that. There's so many mechanics to just getting your song on radio. Like, you're one of how many people that I get this email from. So I think a scholarship and any sort of move where people educate people who are trying to come to the industry is a good thing. I think if you earn money and you're doing well and you spend your money and you flash that, that's your choice to do. It's your money, you've earned it. I think the way you position yourself, you must be very careful because that fall from grace is a high one when you've put yourself on that pedestal. And you'll find maybe some people go from, okay, yeah, you know, I admire you to, you think you're better than me. There's so many dynamics. Even with, okay, the scholarships thing, you know, people might be like, okay, well, that's a PR thing to try to look at. People will nitpick every single thing. I just think whatever it is that you do or whatever you're trying to position yourself as an artist, just be authentic about it. If you're going to be a dick and be a good one at it so people remember you. Kanye West, man. Yeah. How many times does he do stuff? And because it's Kanye, you're just like, it's Kanye. But if Britney Spears does that or Taylor Swift, you'd be like, yo, what is she on? Is she on drugs now? Because it's just the way they position themselves. But yeah, as SA hip hop, I think there's an aspirational aspect to it. There is a flash aspect to it. I think it's growing into its own sound and identity more and more every time. The videos and the quality of the music is getting better, and we're pioneering hip hop on this.